morning and welcome to Ultimate Conditioning. So for today's workout, we're going to do 8 exercises. We're going to work for 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. So what I need from you guys is to have a timer on hand so that when you're done, when we're done our first round with you, you're going to continue on for another 3 rounds. So you're getting 4 rounds total of this exercise, or this workout today, okay? You also will need a bench or a chair or something sturdy that you can kind of sit and tap on and that you can do tricep dips off of. If you have weights, there are a couple exercises that you can add weights, but I'm going to do this workout without any weights. I will give you a demo with the weights, so if you've got them, you can use them, but you can go completely weightless for this one for today, okay? Mat, towel, water, and of course, it's a full body workout to make sure you're warmed up from head to toe before we start, okay? So the 8 exercises we're going to do a squat with a calf raise, a push-up with a shoulder tap, tricep dips, squat, sit to jump, reverse lunge with a heel lift, planks with taps, crunches, and then a bridge hold. So I'll go over everything. So our squat with our calf raise, these are going to be a little bit wider than hip width apart. If you had a weight, you could hold it like a goblet if you want. My issue with the goblet squat is those toes are going to be turned out a little bit, so you may not get the right calf raise. So my other suggestion to you would be to put the weights behind the shoulders, or you can have 2 weights at your side and just bring that squat stance in just a little bit so that they fit at your side. You're going to come down into your squat, you're going to come up, and you're going to lift the heels, and then come back down. So we're going to get into those calves. So nice squat, and then that lift up through the calf, through the heels to get into the calves. So we'll be there for 30 seconds. Then we're going to go push up with the shoulder tap. So your choice from the toes or from the knees. Always challenge yourself one from those toes. You're going to come into your push-up position. Make sure that those thumbs are lined up underneath the shoulders. So we've got a nice 45-degree angle when we come down. We're going to leave the chest to the floor into our push-up, and then you're going to reach opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Little tap. There you go. Into your push-up, all the way up, right hand, left shoulder. Right? Go from our knees. We're going to be here. And now push up into that tap. You could do the push up from the knees. You could also come up into your high plank and then that little tap. A bit of a wider base to help eliminate that hip wiggle. There'll be some slight movement from side to side and that's okay. But really try to keep the core engaged and balance on that one arm for that shoulder tap. If the tap isn't there, totally take it out and just go into your push-ups, okay? Then we're gonna do tricep dips. So this is where your bench or your chair is gonna come in handy. You're gonna bring yourself down. I want you to bring those hands in nice and close. You're gonna roll the shoulders back, you're gonna stick the chest out, and you're just gonna bring that bum slightly off the bench. We don't wanna be way forward, right? We're gonna be tucked in nice and tight. Elbows are gonna tuck in tight, shoulders are gonna be down. You wanna send your elbows behind you as you come into that dip, and then a big press all the way up, okay? So having those elbows come behind you, going as far as you can, and then that nice push through the back of the arms. To make it a little bit harder, you could extend a leg, coming into that single leg. You could also bring both legs out, keeping yourself nice and tall, coming down into that dip, and then all the way up. Gives a little bit more body weight behind it. All right? Then we're going to stay right here. We're going to do a squat to a jump. So we're going to sit down on our box, just the bum slightly on the box. You want to come out, big jump, and then a little tap. Up, big jump, and then just a little tap with that bum. Okay? If the jump isn't there, I want you to explode out, come up onto those toes again, and then down, a little tap. Up, and then just that little tap. Okay? So you're just kind of touching the box or your bench, chair with your bum. Then we're going to go reverse lunge with a heel lift. So this one, if you want weights, you can have them. You're going to step back into your reverse lunge. You're going to lift the heel in the front, and then come back up. Okay? I want you to make sure that you're coming back, find your lunge, lift the heel, plant the heel, because you want to push through that whole foot to come back up, right? So you don't want to be coming into it and trying to lift it. You'll be all over the place. And you don't want to lift and then step out of it. You'll be into that toe. So make sure you're coming into the lunge, lifting the heel, planting the heel, and then coming out. We're going to do plank with a hip dip. So you're going to come down to the ground. You can be in that low plank position, so onto those elbows. We're going to drop to one side, pull ourselves back through, drop to the other side, and back through. And then our last 2 exercises, coming onto our back, we're going to do a basic crunch. If you have a weight, you can add it, bringing that weight to the chest, packing it above the shoulders, and lifting up with it, okay? No weight though, just those hands across the chest. And I want you to think pull from the belly. Just lift those shoulders up slightly off the ground. Chin off the chest, and using that belly to pull. And then your last exercise is a bridge hold with a pulse. If you have weight here, you could throw it onto the hips for a little bit more. Knees are hip apart, heels are close to the bum. We're going to press all the way up. We're going to hold it slight little dip and a lift, right? Dip and a lift. So you kind of want to release the glutes a little bit and squeeze and press them back up. Release the glutes a little bit, squeeze and press back up, okay? 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So you're getting a little bit more rest than the 10-second count. And like I said, we'll do the first one with you, and then you guys are gonna go for it, okay? So let's start with that squat with a heel lift first. Warm now, okay, so I'm gonna go back. I've got this lovely timer that'll tell us when to start and when to stop. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. So find your squat position. If you've got that weight behind the shoulders or at your side, shoulders back or engaged. Ready, here we go. So that squat, you're gonna come up, lift into those heels. Excellent. So drawing the tummy in when we come back, nice lift. I want you to think about lowering into your squat. Don't throw yourself down into it, right? And then we're lifting through the heels, but through the calves to get that nice lift. Excellent. Good, nice breathing. Remember, you want to press out the floor, squeeze the glutes all the way up. Excellent, we're almost there. And time. Okay, push up with our shoulder tap. So we've got that 15 seconds, we can get ourselves ready. You got about 10 seconds. Think about that form. Think about using that whole body, pressing that floor away when you come up from your push-up position. 3, 2, and go. So leading with that chest all the way up. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder, little tap. Leading with the chest, push the floor away. Engage everything, think about the shoulder tap, no rush it. Excellent. Breathe when you're here. Always clean those knees, always eliminate the tap leads you and time. Okay, tricep dips. So you're gonna find yourself with your box, or your chair, or your bench. Remember, we want to have those hands in nice and close. We're gonna pull the shoulders back. We're gonna bring ourselves slightly off that box, sending those elbows back to the down, press through the back of the arms. If you need to walk those hands in a little bit, but keep everything nice and tight. Remember your options if you need to. A little bit more challenge. You can lift the heel. You can send just one foot forward, right? Just to get a feel for it. Good. Through the back of the arms. Nice big push. Excellent, you guys. Almost there. And time. All right, here comes our squat on the box to a jump. So with this, just a little tap, right? When you come down, I want you just to kiss the box and then jump out of it. All right, get yourself ready. 3, 2, and 1. So press up, little tap. Press up, little tap. Press up. Remember, you can eliminate the jump. Float up to the toes, little tap. Float up to the toes, little tap. Good, little tap. Now drop that bum down. This is what we say when we send that bum back. We're just in the chair. Here it is. Good, nice little tap. Beautiful, almost there. Breathing, big push, time. All right, reverse lunge with our heel lift. So remember, planting your reverse lunge, nice and strong. Shoulders are back, core is engaged. We're gonna go 3, 2, and 1. So we're stepping back, lift the heel, plant it, push yourself back up. Step out, find the lunge, lift that heel, and up. Castle today here, right? Lift, squeeze to the back of those legs. Good job. Coming down, nice lift, big press. Coming down, nice lift, and press. Almost there. Ooh, time. Okay, plank, crunch, and then bridge. So our plank hip dips. Make sure that we're on top of those forearms. Pull yourself forward slightly. Send those legs back. Draw that belly in. You're gonna dip to one side, engage, pull back to center. Little pull to the top, dip to the other side, pull back to center. Good job. Down, nice big pull, down, nice big pull. Good work, you guys. Almost there. Oh, time. All ground. And I want you to think about pulling from the belly. So you're gonna lift, and then back down. Keeping that chin off the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Make that engagement from the midsection, right? From the core, from the abs. Your obliques are working. Little hold at the top for a second, little squeeze when you get to the top. Draw the belly in. Good job. Nice exhale. And time. All right, last exercise is gonna be your bridge. So bring those heels in close to the bump. Knees are hip width apart. We're gonna load the hips if you want. You're gonna press up into your bridge. Ready? Here we go. So up into the bridge. You wanna just release a little bit and then press, squeeze back up. Release a little bit, squeeze back up. Core is working here too, right? In this bridge, keeping that belly tight. Little release and lift. It's not a quick pulse. It's not a big pulse. It should be just a little relief and then squeeze back into it. Little relief, squeeze back into it. Excellent, almost there. And time. Roll yourself down. All right, that was round one. You guys have got 3 more rounds to do. So you can either rewind this, or if you wrote everything down, you're gonna set your timer, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. That's it, ultimate conditioning. Have fun.